lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know.
Driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Barbara was a child star for 2 years.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Molly always seemed like a girl like
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. Up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. Tasted really good. I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
What's up, Keegan?
What's up, diabetes?
So,
I was big and I moved real quiet.
Hey, remember this one? Are you on Fortnite? Was that yeah?
I said I'll get on Fortnite here in a second, you child.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I'm deaf.
You can tell.
Thank you.
After the last passenger,
Do you know what my least favorite part about the season
across
is?
the water, I smelled something new, something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Diabetes.
What?
You want to hear my least favorite part of the season?
I slithered onto the
What?
sand, and the good smell went
Is
into
that-
my pipe.
I forgot his name. I call him the hobo. The hobo ate Pee-wee. Drink him.
Why is that your least favorite?
Because Pee-wee was my best friend.
Probably the only friend you've ever had.
No. I have a girlfriend.
I got closer and
Prove it.
closer.
Huh?
Prove it.
Abigail, last name Drouse.
Prove it.
Oh, wait, old school Miss Lou. I might buy it. I'm gonna buy
All my
this.
stomach started growling.
Said I can tell.
And we both know I will be delicious.
Yeah. Gonna get away, yeah?
If you don't get a win